Okay, so this video is going to be more geared towards the men, um, because I know a lot of guys watch this channel, and I don't hate men. I love men, okay? And I'm not bashing men, but I am teaching women how to navigate men and get what they want. There's nothing against men, because obviously the whole channel is about getting one, and getting one that's going to provide and do nice things for you. So I don't really hate men at all. Never did. So I just want you guys to know that, like, I have nothing against men. You know, they're just like women are at different phases of their lives, so are men, you know. And I feel like society pushes marriage, and you need to be in a relationship, and you need to be doing this and that, so hard that, you know, it puts a lot of stress on men. It puts a lot of stress on men, and it puts a lot more stress on women, because they feel like they got to be married and doing certain things by a certain age. And, you know, if you're a man and you're 25 years old, just got out of college, getting your first job, you know, you're not going to have money to spend on a woman like society pushes you to, you know, to do. An older man is going to be able to do that because he's in his career. He's worked a couple of decades, and he has the money, you know, and all the promotions that you're trying to get. Okay. So I'm not bashing you guys. I'm just saying certain women want established men. And there's certain women that will date a man her own age, and, you know, um, go 50-50, or, you know, not expect as much. And that's, you know, normal. But when I'm on this channel and I'm talking about guys and women and, you know, getting money and stuff like that, we're not talking about someone who just got out of college. We're not talking about targeting that 25-year-old who's trying to start his career. You know, we're not talking about that man, you know. So try not to get offended, you know, on these videos if you're just starting out, you know. If you're 25 and you're just starting out, we're not targeting you. We're not talking about dating, you know, guys in your age range. So, you know, it's nothing to get offended over, okay? So don't get upset, because, like, think about this. If you're 25 and you have a decent job, you just got out of college, you're making, you know, this much money, a little 18-year-old or 19-year-old, maybe a 20-year-old, would find you very impressive. They will see you as the older gentleman that can take them to nicer places than their high school boyfriend or their college boyfriend, okay? So when you date, it's like there are certain women that you can impress and certain women that you cannot impress. And I'm just saying this because I don't want guys to think that I'm so against them and I'm just such a harsh, evil person that's a gold digger, because that's not true. You know, I have nephews who are in their early 20s, and I don't expect them to be able to buy their girlfriends Louis Vuittons and take them shopping and on vacation, because they can't afford it. You know, they're barely out of college. So, but he should be able to do a little something, you know, like take her on a decent date and don't ask her to pay. That's the least you could do, you know, that's the least you could do. Okay. But I'm just saying, I'm not hating, you know. I love men. Like, whenever I see a very attractive man, I have to turn away, because you know, I'm like, woo. Okay. So it's not against you guys, but for those, okay, now I'm going to get on some of those that I am a little bit against. And it's nothing personal. This is in general, you know, it's nothing personal. Those men who expect women to want them even though they have not made anything of themselves, okay? That's sort of like, you know, you're going on a job interview, yet you have no skills, no education, you know, and you expect them to hire you over someone who does have skills, education, and perfect for the job, you know? So it's kind of like that. You cannot get mad at a woman who expects certain things out of her man. Those are just called standards, you know? Not a lot of women have them today, but the ones that do are going to keep them, and they're not going to bend them for certain people, you know? There are many women out there that will date a man who doesn't have himself together. There are many women out there that will build with you and help you and, you know, struggle with you. So there are many channels with those women on there begging you to come over there and pick them, okay? And comment and build with them and talk to them, okay? But instead, you guys are on this channel, which is something that you don't even agree with. So I'm just asking, you know, why aren't you on the channel of the women who are looking for a good man to build with? Like, I'm asking why aren't y'all on that channel, you know? Because if I were a man and I know that, you know, I wanted someone to build with me and help me and, you know, do this together and build this kingdom together, I would be on a channel where the women were about the same thing, you know? I wouldn't be on a channel where the women were looking for a man who was already established, successful, and ready to step in and become, you know, the man that she wants him to be. That's not, you know, an option for you at this time. Now, I'm not saying forever, because, you know, people change. But right now, it makes zero sense that, you know, you guys are on this channel being upset when there are so many other women who are single, you know, ready to give themselves freely and build with you, open up their bank accounts to you, open up their homes to you, cook a good meal for you. There's all these women out there, and they're sitting over there waiting on their YouTube channel mad because y'all all over here. I don't know why y'all over here, but y'all over here. I don't know why you don't want the women that actually want you, you know? I don't understand why you run away from these women who are freely giving of everything. You know, I don't know why you're running from them and over here upset and mad. You know, I don't know why you're not in their inbox instead of the women who want or have different standards than you. Why are you not in those women's inbox who are basically willing to give you their all? I don't know why. But I would love someone to answer that question in the comments. So I'm asking, like, guys, if y'all are on here, why are you not? Because I have a lot of women who ask me, you know, I'm a good woman. I cook. I'm educated. I have a really good career, but I can't get a man. I cannot get a man to save my life. You know, I keep my body in shape. You know, I'm clean, blah, 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 blah. But they're always chasing behind, you know, the women that don't want them and don't appreciate them and blah, 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 blah. So I want a lot of the women to actually understand why certain men who would be perfect with them do not gravitate towards them. You know, I would like the men to comment so I can read those comments, and I want to ask y'all, why don't y'all gravitate towards those type of women? Because I can talk and say my opinion all day, but from a man, you know, it's probably going to be more believable, you know. Huh? Okay, I'm looking for men comments. Men, hello. Okay, Glenn says a lot of women aren't as good as they think they are. So, as when you say good, what does that mean? I don't hate men. I don't hate men at all. It's like I don't hate men at all. If I hated men, I wouldn't be married. I wouldn't have a whole channel about how to get with a man if I hated them. I'm just saying that's a misconception, because I just have standards of the type of men that, you know, need to be dealt with at a certain age. When you're a woman and you want certain things in your life, you have to deal with certain types of men. you know just like if you're a man and you want to accomplish a certain thing in your life, you have to deal with a certain type of woman. Now, I don't come on here and bash someone that just got out of college. I don't come on here and bash someone who, is working their way up and making, their money and getting their promotions. I'm saying, if a woman wants to get married, settle down, have kids, she got to get someone that's already there, established, and things like that, because some women do not want to struggle. Not all women, and these are the women that I'm talking about. The women who will struggle with you, you pay them no mind. Like, they're invisible to you. All the women that you do want don't want to struggle. Like, seriously, they're like, I want, this, and that. And you get upset because you feel like it shouldn't be that way. But there are so many other options that will, be perfect for you. But a lot of men will not go give those women the time of day. So what I'm asking guys is, what's wrong with finding a man that you can build with? It's nothing wrong, because there's so many women out there that are screaming in the comments in other videos on Facebook that they will build with you. Okay? There are some women that don't want to build with you. So why would you gravitate towards the ones that don't want to build with you? That's the question. There are so many other women out there that will build with you, but you don't want to build with them. You want to build with somebody who doesn't want to build. So what's wrong with you guys that you can't go to the women who actually want to build with you? That's my question. Okay, Glenn says, I'm 26. I've run into plenty of women that already have children and baby fathers, drama, and get upset at me because I'd rather not deal with them. See, it's the same thing. It's just the same exact thing. There are some men who will not deal with women with a bunch of kids, and there are some women that will not deal with guys until they're fully established. It's the same thing. It's just what you prefer, how you see your life going. If you have a life plan and it does not include children and other people's kids, then you're not going to entertain that woman. Just like if you have a plan and it doesn't entertain building with a man or struggling with a man, then you're going to avoid those men that require that, So it's not anything against the man himself. It is his situation. It's not even against his situation. It's just that the situation that he's in, you don't want to be in, so you cannot be with him. You know what I'm saying? And again, there are women who will be with you in your situation, but for some reason, they're invisible to you guys. I don't know why, but they are. But they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They are those women who are in the comments taking up for men when a woman is bashing them. They are those women in the comments that are telling you, I'm a good woman and I would do A, B, C, and D. But all those comments either just get likes and things like that, but you don't take them seriously. Like, why wouldn't you take someone seriously that says, hey, I want to build with you? I have a good job, a good career. We can build up together. Why don't you want to build with me? Why are you over here cheating with Sharkeisha? Why? Why are you over there cheating when you want me, not me, but when you want that person to build with you, but you're not, why? But why? So we already know as women why women don't want to deal with a certain age of men, or a man in a certain spot in their life that's not at the level that they want to be at. But there are women that will deal with you, and not even deal. They will worship you. There are women that will worship you there are women that will worship you if you don't have a job. There are women that will worship you if you got 5 kids by 5 different women. There are women that will worship you just because you're a man, okay? But y'all don't pay attention to those women. And that's what I'm asking. Like, I don't hate men. I'm just saying, there are certain men and there are certain standards, and that's what my channel is about. It's not about hating men or bashing men. It's about getting the type of man that you want. If I had a different channel, how to get a man when money is not the issue, I would have some trouble on that channel. How to get and keep a man when money is not an issue. I would have so much trouble on that channel, because there are so many women out there who are willing to work with you, but y'all bypass them daily. So y'all want a dude who is balling already, overlook the nerds and good guys, then get mad when they get white girl because y'all want Pokey or Trey Songz. That's not true, because someone's already balling, okay? For me, I call that financially stable. It's not called balling. In the real world, it's called financially stable, financially responsible. Okay, in the hood, it's called balling. So, I want a financially stable man, yes. Why? Because I want a financially stable life. So, I'm not passing up the good guys. I'm not passing up the nerds, because it takes a nerd to make money, okay? If it's a nerd, he gonna have some money. So what I'm saying is we're bypassing those type of men because they are not financially stable. Okay, it's not called balling. It's in the real world, it's called financially responsible and financially stable. Okay, it's not something that is like fake boobs. It's not like fake boobs. It's not like a fake butt. It's something that is necessary to survive in this world. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we're bypassing guys because they don't look a certain way or they don't have a certain thing. It's just because they're not financially stable or responsible enough to have a girl, a wife, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Glenn says, I can't vibe with a female that wants to be a housewife. How can she relate to me if she isn't a go-getter herself? Because if you want to relate to a female who works just as hard as you, just as hard as a man, then you like masculine females, because she's just going to become your competition. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be able to relate to you and surpass you and become head of the household, because women get promoted a lot faster than men in this world, a lot faster, and a lot of, because especially if she has a different type of career where she can excel quick, and then she's going to be the top moneymaker. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to become a competition, and she's not going to see you as a man because she's more masculine than you in that area. So this is why a lot of women don't want to get with a man on her same level or that works the same amount and makes the same type of money, because she can't respect him. She can't look up to him, and it's almost like she wants to. There was a study and a survey done that says women tend to do less careers in science and math because they don't want to seem so smart that they can't secure a husband. So they go more like in social sciences and stuff like that, business, and there's a lot that do, but the number is low because women don't want to intimidate men by being a scientist, a mathematician, all this kind of stuff, because it's intimidating, and men don't like women smarter than they are, They say they do because they did a study on this. They put a woman in a room who was really intelligent and could, interact and discuss, broad topics. And he found her very attractive. But then when they put him in the same room with her and they had to go back and forth and conversate, he lost interest quick because she was smarter than him and he could not keep up with her. And it wasn't a challenge that he wanted. It was a competition at that point. And so he felt like he was in a room with a man or another man, probably, So men say that they want that, but when it comes down to it, they don't want it, because it seems like it sounds good. But as soon as your woman starts making more money than you, she's going to start telling you what to do. You're going to have to ask her for permission to do stuff. I pay all these, it's not going to be pretty. And women know this already. Men find out. Women know this. Men will find out. Because they don't think as far ahead as women do. Like, I can't respect a man who I have to hand my check to. That's crazy. I can't respect it because I feel like, it's a child. So I'm just being honest. I don't hate men. I just can't deal with a man who makes less money because I can't respect him. You know what I mean? Okay. Sorry, Glenn. No disrespect. I'm just saying, that's why I can't. Okay, he says his girlfriend is a chef and has her own catering business. She is a go-getter in her own field, so it doesn't really feel like competition to me. Well, that's great. But what if she starts making more money than you? Woo, that won't be great, I'm a trained chef too, but you see me out here cooking. Um, the thing is, that's great. I did all that too. But my husband will always make more money than me. Because maybe, I don't know. I might surpass him. You never know, but I'm not trying to, and I don't even really work. Whatever I do is at home on the internet, But I know for 100% sure, I'm 100% sure if I made more money than my husband, I would probably leave him or cuss him out every day or, find something wrong with him every day. Why? Because I feel like, I don't need him. I feel like I don't need him. I wouldn't need him for anything. Yeah. I really wouldn't need him if I made more money than him. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for him. I'm just saying. Like, I'm honestly just being honest. So, my boyfriend makes 7 figures and he don't want me to work. Of course not. I'm just being honest, but I don't hate men at all. I just could not be with one that didn't provide for me. That's all I'm saying. I would rather be single and, make my own money than be with a man who only gives me half of what I need. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't fully feel like I need that person, So a lot of women feel like this. A lot of women are former women who did help men build, did, work a job and help their man get to a certain, help their man pay bills and stuff like that, only to get left behind for some other chick and that he now takes care of, and then she don't have to work. So a lot of women have been betrayed by men who say they want a go-getter and a this, and that, and there's nothing wrong with wanting that, but these women who want to build with you have been betrayed so many times that now they're starting to switch to the other side. Like, I'm only interested in someone who can provide now because I've given my all and it didn't pay off. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's why there's so many women out here now that are only about, their paper or what you can do for them, because they don't trust men to be faithful, honest, and, love them anymore. Because a lot of the times the men who, the woman is building with is not trustworthy. And she's giving her all. She's sacrificing her femininity for you. She's sacrificing her right as a woman to be provided for fully by a man just to be with you. You should be complimented. You should feel like a king, But a lot of times these women get cheated on, messed over, left behind, scammed, used. And then you wonder why a lot of women start saying, you know what? I'm just going to get with men with money now, because that way I'll get something out of it, And that's what the world is coming to. That's what the world is coming to. Men have done these women so wrong who were trying to build with them, but they ain't building nothing no more. It's like they threw the bricks down and say, you finish. I'll see you when you done. Or I'll find somebody who's done building already. I'm going to bypass this step, So men, if you want more women to be less materialistic and build with you, more women to build with you, you got to stop leaving them for other women who didn't build with you. Okay? That's all. If there's nothing against you, you got to stop breaking up with them and leaving them behind for women who didn't do anything. That's what you got to do. Y'all got to stop doing that, because every time you do that to a woman, she if she's smart, some women don't learn, but every time you do that to a woman, if she's smart, the next man she deals with, she's going to deal with only if they have money, and so the men are actually creating these materialistic women who are only about their money, because no woman starts out only about her money. All women start off, they want that love. They want that faithful man. They want that man to honor them and want to marry them and propose to them. And then when that don't happen, they turn it into this. They turn into a woman who only about her money. Like, look, I'm done with love. Okay, y'all can keep that. I already had it. Didn't work out. I'm going for this money because I know money is going to provide me with the lifestyle, the time, the things that I like, and blah, 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 blah. I've already sacrificed my entire self for love, and it didn't work out. So guess what? So that's where these women are, So you can't be mad at them, because they're only doing this out of pain that other men have caused them. You can't be mad at them. Most of the women that are doing this, it's not for fun. It's not for sport. It's out of pain. It's out of hurt. It's out of misery. It's out of abandonment. And it's a way for the woman to feel safe dating a man. And it also frees up a lot of her time so that she can be a woman and she don't have to work like a man, So that's what I just want to explain to y'all. It's not about going 50-50. It's not about building. It's about, if a woman wants a man who's financially stable and already, there, that's her feminine right as a woman. Okay? She does not have to sacrifice for you. She sacrifices that when she gets married, has your children, raises them, and all that kind of stuff. She don't have to sacrifice anything else but that, So when a woman chooses to sacrifice that, sleep with you before you're married, pay half the bills in the house that you claim to be head of, she's sacrificing her femininity. And once you betray her, it's over. If she's smart, she's not going to invest in men again the same way. She might try it again, just saying, okay, well, maybe this one will be different. After the third time, she's probably just going to give up and be like, forget it. I'm just going to go get me somebody. And live this good life, okay? So, and women have the options to do that. They have the options, they can do it. And men just don't understand why women are like this. It's because they're very emotional, and when you treat them bad, or when certain men, I'm not going to say y'all, but when certain men treat them bad, and these women have given so much to these men, it's like a form of betrayal and abandonment. You know, that causes mental issues, okay? And a lot of these women aren't getting therapy. They're not healing. And so they feel like they have to protect themselves. And when they protect themselves, it's usually with a wall. They take out every single string of emotion, and they only focus on one thing. So when men are mad at women like gold diggers, or women who will only date men who are financially stable or, abundant, don't get mad at them. They are just mentally ill, and they are protecting themselves from being hurt again by trusting someone and sacrificing their femininity. Okay? So don't get mad. It's just a form of protection, That's why you see a lot of crazy women out here going crazy, breaking people's windshields and stalking them, and, doing all this crazy stuff because they were in love, And after all that wore off, yeah, it drove them crazy. But once they took all that emotion and threw it in the garbage, and now they're only focused on their paper, you can't get to them anymore, and they won't let you. And they are the most wanted type of woman because they're such a challenge, and they're not going to give in ever. So it's an ongoing challenge forever. That's why all these guys always chase these type of women. And the good women who want to build with you are steadily ignored, dogged out, cheated on, and all that kind of stuff. So in this world, in this day and age, the way that men treat women, it has turned them mentally ill. And they no longer value the love between a man and a woman anymore. They value the lifestyle that a provider male can bring them. That's what happened, okay? That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. And it's sad because now it's almost a punishment for the man. It's almost like a revenge that wasn't even planned. It's just, the effect to the cause of the whole situation. It's kind of like, now that all these things have happened, women no longer have these emotions. Some of them still do, but eventually they won't. They're going to grow out of it. They're going to learn after the third or fourth time, and then they're just going to be cold. And if they're smart, they're going to get paid. So, it just depends. It's a form of protection against being hurt over and over and over. Because let's face it, women are very emotional, and they want love, and this is companionship, family, husband. Men want sex, 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 sex. Okay? And these women, they don't understand that. They think when you say you love them, it means, oh, I want to have a family with you. I want to be with you forever. I want to have kids with you. I want to be your husband. I want to, sit with you and watch movies and Lifetime and all. They think that's what love is. When you think it's just sleeping with you, coming home every night and pretending to listen to her while she talks about her day, and pay half the bills. That's what you think love is. But she thinks it's something totally different. A lot of men don't know how to love. And that's why women are hurt so much. Because a lot of men don't know how to love. Y'all don't know how to love because y'all weren't properly loved. And so it's hard. And so if you keep doing women wrong, leaving them after they done helped you, whatever, they're going to turn into something that you don't want to see later on. So it's just, women have become numb. Like someone says, they don't care. They have no mercy on you. they, a lot of them find pleasure in watching you suffer. Okay, and I ain't lying either. A lot of them will laugh at when they go to jail. Ah ha ha, he didn't pay his child support. You know, ah ha, he's in jail. You know, they will laugh at all your failures and setbacks because men have done them so wrong. And I'm fine. I skipped all of that. You know, it only took me one time to learn, and I was done. I was like, I'm done. That's it. It won't take me one time. So those women who keep trying because they don't want to give up. They don't want to give up. They keep getting hurt over and over. And they still won't give up. They still won't give up. They in those comments defending y'all men when other women are tearing you down. But you don't see them. And you never will see them. And one day they're going to be the ones that are tearing you down. And you don't even realize that. Because you're so busy, trying to upgrade, see what else is out there, and you never learn how to love a woman like she wants to be loved. So, men, we don't hate you. You just drove us crazy. That's all. You drove us to a point where we became numb and only want you for the lifestyle. And not all women are like that. But the more you do this to women, the more women that will become like this. And they'll start teaching the other women before they even get hurt. And so y'all won't even have a chance with the future. Y'all won't even have a chance. They're going to come out. They're going to come out with their hands out like this. Okay? They're not even going to want to experience love. They're going to be like, no, you got to pay me. I don't know what love is, So you're going to have, y'all, men is where it starts. Men are supposed to be the leaders. Y'all are supposed to be the head of household. Y'all are supposed to be the leaders. And y'all are supposed to do all this kind of stuff. But instead, all you think about is sex. And I need half this bill money. And I need a go-getter so I don't have to pay the whole rent. It's deeper than that. You want your son looking for a woman because he need a go-getter because he can't go and get it all himself? I would be embarrassed if I was a man and my son had to watch me go like this to his mama. I would be embarrassed. I wouldn't even let my son in the room while I was getting that rent. I'm like, go stand outside, son. And a lot of men see nothing wrong with this because they watch their mother do it or pay for everything. So they think half is good. That's not good. That's not how it's supposed to be. A go-getter is not something to be proud of. That's something to be proud of if you're a man. But if I got to go get something just like a grown man, then I don't need a grown man. So that's what I'm saying. It's just how women are going to become. And your future generations are going to have to deal with that. So either they're going to have to come up, because women will demand change, and it's not something that can be reversed unless the man changes. See? So anyway, I just wanted to come on real quick and let you guys know I don't hate men. It's just most women have to get in a position where they feel valued and they feel respected, and they feel desired and well cared for. Okay? They don't want most women don't want to struggle. The only reason that they say they will struggle with you is just so they can have you. Have a man, it's called sacrifice. Okay, most men are not sacrificing anything for a woman. They're not sacrificing nothing for a woman, but women are sacrificing a lot for men. So some women just got tired of it and said, I ain't doing it no more. I know I look good. I know I got this thing in between my legs, and I can get a man to do whatever I need them to do without having to go work somewhere, A lot of women have come in to realize that they have a power that they never used to exert because they were in love, until they realized the man was not in love with them. So the power that women have, they don't exert it right away. Mm-mm. They want to do it the right way. They want to love you, give you the benefit of the doubt, da 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 da. But when they realize their power, it's too late. It's over. It's done. You know, when a woman realizes her power, she's going to use it to get what she needs and wants. She sacrifices her power, her femininity, just to be with a man who sacrifices nothing. And those days are coming to an end. You know. So my advice to men is, do not try to get a woman if you cannot afford her, or if you're not going to be faithful to her, because there's some women who don't care how much money you make as long as you're faithful. This is number one to some women. As long as you're faithful to me, you can be a bum on the street. You don't even have to work. You can lay on my couch. But yet he still finds a way to cheat. So if this woman, or the woman that you're with, is sacrificing so much for you, and you are out cheating on her, you know, that alone will drive someone crazy. So, you know, she has sacrificed so much, and then you out cheating. You know, and you wonder why women are crazy. Women aren't crazy. They're reacting to men. They don't start off crazy. That's for sure. So that's why I don't tell women, oh, you know, just wait and be patient. The right one will come. Because most men are not going to be honest or faithful or give the women the type of attention that they want. You know, most. So I tell the woman, look, straight up, look. Do you want to live a life of always wondering, struggling, and barely making it, and working just as hard as a man? Or do you want a life of leisure, comfort, and a man giving you whatever you need and want? Which one you want? You know, the other ones, this one sounds good, the life where you don't have to do nothing. You know, but the bad part is, he's not going to be like your baby daddy. You know, he's not going to be the cutest thing, and you ain't going to think he's your soulmate or twin flame or whatever y'all call him these days, your boo, whatever. But he will give you everything you want, provide for you and your kids and the house and da 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 da, and y'all get to go on vacation, and when he dies, you're going to get left with some nice money. Which one do you want? You want to take a risk on this dude who you have to sacrifice for, who might just cheat on you, and you leave with nothing but another child to put on child support for him for his job that he don't have? Or do you want to live good? Okay, women are going to choose this option every time. I want to live good, you know. So stop making us have to choose. That's what I'm saying. You know, stop making us have to choose, because we're gonna come up. You know, we got the tools, and we got all the stuff that it takes to get what we need on without doing anything. You know, we have all that already included. You know, so we can get what we want. There's women who are beautiful out there struggling with a cheating man. Every day you see them. They at the bus stop, cute, sitting there waiting on the bus with their man, you know, and their baby and their stroller. You see that every day, and you're like, dang, that girl looks better than me, but she hadn't gotten there yet. She will, you know. So what I'm saying is, men, you have to stop. You gotta stop doing these women wrong who are trying to work with y'all. You know, it's too late for me. It's over. But for the other women, they still have faith in you guys. They still have faith that there's good men out there. So y'all prove them right. Y'all prove them right, and there'll be less gold diggers and less scamming women and less ratchet, crazy women who are just after your pockets. There'll be less of those in the future. Yeah, rest in peace, Hugh Hefner. You know, he took care of a lot of women. A lot. So yeah, man, we don't hate you. We rooting for you. We want you to do well. We want you to be honest. We want you to be good. We want you to be all of these things. But after so many times being disappointed, we just say, whatever. We're gonna figure out a better way. So it ends and it starts with you. We're just reacting, right? And it doesn't matter what you think. That's just the truth. That's why. That's why women will bypass you, because you're not worth the sacrifice anymore. Um, just like I see a very sexy man or a very attractive man walk by me smelling good, looking good, I can't even get turned on no more because I already know. Like, oh, you know, he looks nice, but he ain't about nothing. He's not going to be a good, he wouldn't be a good man. He got cheater written all over him. I'm going to sacrifice and pay half the bills just to be seen out in public with some dude looking like this and knowing he's going to go cheat as soon as I go to work, go out of town, or do something like that. No, I'm not sacrificing that anymore. I'd rather go get me some ugly old man who's going to be there every night, paying all the bills, being a father to his kids, leaving me a bunch of money in the will, 401k and stuff like that, and who loves me more. I would rather that than deal with someone who is going to mess up, obviously. So yes, I would. And I'm not saying that my husband is old and ugly. I'm just saying that when I met him, when I met my husband, he was 47 years old. And at 47, a black man, they look young. They still look good. You know what I'm saying? My husband was a dork, nerd, tech geek. Okay? That's what he is. And he wore glasses. He talks proper English. Okay? And I was used to dating pretty boys, light skin, baby hairs, stuff like that. And I dated dark skinned guys too. I had some beards. I had all of that. But guess what? This one treats me the best and gives me whatever I want. Okay? So that's what I'm going to go for. I'm not going to go try to make it work. I'm not going to struggle with him. And I'm not going to, do this, and I'm not going to pray about nothing. And I'm not going to hope and wish he change in the future. I ain't going to do all of that. I'm not sacrificing myself anymore. I'm going to go with someone who is sacrificing for me now. And it's not even a sacrifice because he's financially stable and responsible. So it's nothing, He's going to live in a nice house anyway. I'm there, okay? He can already afford to live the lifestyle that I want. So guess what? I'm there. And, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it at all. Because to me, he's a good example of what a man should be to his family. I would rather see a family with maybe an older man who takes care of the woman, provides her every need, takes care of the children, provides their every need, than a woman who's in love with her baby daddy who's with another woman and got 3 kids by other people. I would rather see my situation than that situation. Okay? Because mine has a future. And my situation promotes a good living environment, good schools, and things like that. Savings accounts, 401k, trust funds, all that. My kids are set, So we're not looking for their daddy. We're not chasing their daddy. Child support ain't after their daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather be in this situation, protect myself and my children from a life of, confusion. So men, stop making confusion in the world. Stop creating children you can't take care of. If you can't take care of a kid, like Michael Jackson's like, if you can't have a baby, then don't have a baby. And don't think maybe if you can't feed your baby. Okay? That's all I want to say. And I don't hate men because I have eyes, a man's eyes tattooed on me, Michael Jackson, okay? I'm married, okay? So how do I don't hate men. I just avoid men that expect women to sacrifice for them. And many women are starting to do the same thing, but there are so many other women who are not. So do them right. If the guys start reading these comments, they're gonna be upset at what these women are saying. But like I said, there are some women who will say, "Come on over here, baby. I'm gonna cook for you. I'm gonna rub your feet when you get home. You know, I don't wear wigs. I don't wear makeup. I'm all natural." Da 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 da. They're gonna be everything you want them to be. That's what they're gonna be. And you know, they will sacrifice for you. And hopefully you will treat them right. And they won't be coming to my channel in my inbox. Tara says, how do I come off as not being a user when asking a man to give something to me? You're a woman. Physically, by nature, you are a receiver. Okay? You are a receiver. The man is a giver. So you shouldn't feel crazy at all. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. This is a woman and this is a man. Okay? You see? Watch this. Okay? Now, if you have one of these, then you're a masculine person. And if you are giving to a man, this is the man. Okay? This is the woman. This is the man. Okay? This is the man. If the man wants something from a woman, he has to bend over to expose himself to receive. Okay? So this is how I see men who ask women for things. Okay? If you want something from me, you have to give me your receiving end so that I can give you something. I don't know. This is all I have that I can give you something with, my hands, unless you want me to grab something. But when a man has his hand out to me to receive, I'm going to go back to nature, close my eyes, and say, okay, this man wants to be a receiver. Okay. Bend over. That's what I'm going to tell him. Bend over. I'll give you something. You want something? Bend over. But that's just how it is. That's nature. If I was supposed to give, I would have an external organ. Okay? So that's what you tell them when you don't feel bad. You ask. It's like, hey, baby, can I have this? I need some new shoes, you know? And he's supposed to do like this. Here you go, baby. Here you go. He's not supposed to say, go get them yourself. You know, he's not supposed to say that. Because you'll just be bumped, you know. You won't need him. If you are self-sufficient, you don't need a plug, you know. If you wireless, if you Bluetooth, you don't need a man. Okay? Don't make a woman Bluetooth. Bluetooth women don't need men. They can pick up any signal and get anything they need. Okay? You know, a Bluetooth woman is the equivalent to a woman that can hone in on any man and get anything from them. Because they're picking up every signal. They know how to get it. So, yeah, don't forget who the givers are. Okay? If you don't want to give, then don't try to give us no penis. If you don't want to give us nothing else, okay? We don't want it. If you can't give us it all, we don't want this if you can't give us the rest. So that's where some women are. Now there's other women who will work hard for you, go slave for you, you know, come home after working 12 hours for you, rub your feet after she done worked 12 hours for you, you know, cook after she been at work all day while you been at home for you. There's women out there that will do this. Y'all just gotta go and find them. They everywhere. You can find them in the comments on male bashing threads or male bashing videos or male bashing Facebook posts. They all in the comments. And those are those women that will stand up for you and cuss the other women out and call them gold diggers and the same thing that y'all call us. Hoes, gold diggers, and self-entitled. You know, those women that will say that about us. Those are the women y'all need to be with because they're on the same level. They think like you. They have the same opinions as you. They work like you. So I don't see why y'all never go and get one of them. Because they... What about? And, you know, there are some very attractive men who aren't rich. You know, there are some very intelligent men that don't have enough money for me. You know, there are some men that I am very attracted to that I see a lot on YouTube, on Facebook, but, you know, I can't even look at their picture because I'm going to get mad. I'm like, dang, why can't you just have some money? I would just be mad. I would be torturing myself, so I don't even look. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, he's cute. But I know I got more money in my savings than he probably making a year. So I can't do it, you know? So it's just, it makes me sad because if they just had their stuff together, they probably wouldn't even want me. You know what I'm saying? And this is the truth. If an attractive man had money, was good looking and sexy, he wouldn't want me, you know, and I know this. He would probably want some supermodel that was perfect and beautiful because he can afford one, you know what I'm saying? And I don't blame him. You know, he worked hard to get to that status looking like he looked, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to down him. Okay, you're sexy, you're rich, I expect you to be with a supermodel. Okay, I don't expect you to be with me. I'm not delusional. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Some of these guys expect women to be with them when they don't have a job, when, you know, when this and that. That's called delusional, you know. It's not delusional for me to know that an older man will pay for everything and worship the ground I walk on because I'm young, okay? That's not delusional. That happens every day. So I'm just saying, I'm realistic, you know. I see very attractive men that I feel like, you know, if they had money, there would be no chance. And I know this. You know, when I was younger, I didn't think like that because I was good. I was good looking. I looked good when I was young. I could get anything. Cute, rich and cute, you know. But, you know, today at my age, I know that a good looking man who's my age or close to my age, who was super rich, they would go get something young, you know. So I'm not hung up on that. I admire that. Whenever I see an attractive young man who is making a lot of money, I am proud of them. I'm proud of them because I know that they're gonna go and do good by somebody, make somebody happy. You know, I'm proud of them. I'm very proud of them. You know, because when I was younger and I was dating them, they treated me very well. And they were nice arm candy, and it was, you know, it was wonderful. It was like having your cake and eating it too, you know. So I'm proud of them because not many men are going to be able to do that. Just like you know, when Obama became president, like so many women were like, oh my God, he's powerful, rich, and good looking. That's very rare. Because look at what we got now. Ooh. You know, yeah. When I was when I was young, I dated slightly older men, but like they were still either in their 20s or early 30s, and I was in my 20s. And it was fun, you know. They were good looking, da 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 da, and some of them even had a lot of money. But I'm gonna tell y'all, dating an older man, I had never been so spoiled in my life. You know, like I have never been so spoiled in my entire life. Like, because they want to impress you. Because they have to. They ain't got no choice. Right? I don't know there's going to be trolls in here. I expect that, It doesn't bother me. But what I'm saying, man, is do right by the women who will work with you. That's all I'm saying. And we don't hate you. We just done with you. Like, because, we're mentally ill because we've been done so wrong by people in the past. It's nothing against you. We got the problem. It's not you, it's us. Because if you haven't personally done anything to us, it's not you. But if you have done anything to a woman, if you have done something very bad to a woman, if you promised her something, left her with kids, if you've done all that stuff, then you are a part of, this whole problem. Because women don't start off using men. They don't start off like that. They don't come out. They're not in junior high and high school plotting on your lunch money. They're drawing circles and hearts around y'all's names, putting your last name at the end of theirs. Men don't do that. Little girls be writing on their little notebooks. They crush with their crush's last name like they gonna get married. They're thinking about love, marriage, happiness. Okay? And when they get around 16, 17, and got little boys are trying to get in their pants, lying and saying that they love them, they believe it, and then the next week the same little boy is trying to get into another little girl's pants. That's her first heartbreak. Okay, one mark of insanity. So after this happens a few times, she's starting to get crazy, paranoid, jealous, angry, and then by the time she reaches adulthood, 18, 19, 20, and she's got a banging body and she sees what she can do, she's gonna like, you know what? I know these men are lying when they say they love me. I know this, and that, but I'm gonna try one more time because that was high school, right? It has to be different now. Then they try again. Same stuff happens. Except this time, now she's investing in the man, buying him stuff, gifts, because now she has a job. She's buying him Jordans and taking him out to eat and doing all this stuff. And then she runs into a friend that says, "Ooh, I saw your man the other day with some ratchet chick." And now she's heartbroken for the first time as an adult. And that one's a big mark. Okay? So with each heartbreak of a woman, she becomes more cold, more evil, more like a villain. And very protective of herself, So each one, it just depends on their level of intellect, what they do with those lessons after each heartbreak. Some of them don't know what to do, and that's why they're on this channel, But and the only direction I'm going to point them in is go for what you can get, because if you do leave the relationship and something bad does happen, at least you have something in your hand. Some money, some gifts, some purses, an apartment, a house, something. You're not leaving empty-handed and feeling stupid, that's for sure. And chances are he's going to have spent more money on you, and it's not even going to bother you as much if he leaves, because now you understand that you can replace them and do the same thing to someone else, My mic, I'm on a phone, y'all. Y'all want to buy me the new iPhone 8? I have dropped this phone so many times. It's not cracked, but I think the audio is messed up. But I'm probably going to get the iPhone 8 and upgrade and probably have a better mic. hmm Yeah, I was listening to this song. I'm going to talk louder. So, but I'm about to go in a few minutes. But I was listening to this song called 6 Feet Under by The Weeknd. That is my song. It's about, he's singing about a woman who don't have no feelings, who don't have no emotions. She's just about her money. She's using men for money left and right. She don't care. He said Louis Vuitton is her husband. You know, like, I think Future's in it too. But y'all, that song is so hilarious. And he knows. So y'all go listen to that song. Y'all hear it. It's called 6 Feet Under by The Weeknd. So men, I love men. I love looking at them. I love the way they smell. I love the potential that they have. I love watching them excel and do good and do all this kind of stuff. All that. I love it. And I just would wish that y'all would treat the women better that y'all are dealing with. You know, that's all. And I'm basically here for those women who have been done wrong. That's what I'm here for, and to help guide them and save their sanity. Because y'all don't know, I have some women coming to me crazy, not even just off, but crazy in need of meds, because they've been so hurt. It equals out to a level of a traumatic experience or PTSD. Y'all don't know that, but it does. Women are so emotional, and when their heart is broken, it's almost like someone has died. You know, it's a form of post-traumatic stress syndrome, and a lot of women suffer from this, and they don't even realize it. It's because of a man. And you know, a lot of women don't realize that, and they keep trying to look for a man again, and then they come out even worse the next relationship. You know, so I help them. I help them rationalize things. I help them get to that next level. I help them to realize the lessons that they need to learn and how to move on and move up and forward, and to leave emotions out of it. Because if you keep exposing your emotions and getting hurt, it's a form of slow death and suicide. So I instruct them, look, leave your feelings over here. Focus on a goal. Okay, you already know this man is not trying to get married to you. Okay, get what you can get. And when he you know, if he shows you interest and respect and wants to take this further and this and that, then yeah, you know, give him a little bit of, you know, benefit of the doubt. But never ever give your all or your emotions to a man after you've been hurt to the point where you're mentally ill. Okay? Because that's just setting yourself up again. I have seen women who are literally have panic attacks, anxiety, you know, because of men. Because they give too much. Women are natural givers of emotion, you know. They want a man so bad to love them, because men don't just freely go around loving people. They want to be loved so bad that they sacrifice all these things and end up with nothing but extra baggage. And they are mentally suffering. Okay? So the only way to kind of combat that is to replace it with something else, you know. Instead of love being their goal, instead of love being, you know, sought after, they change it to the next best thing. Money. And that's what it's all about. So, you know, it ain't us, it's y'all. But we still love you. And your money. And your money. Anyway. I'm reading these comments. Um, I'm reading these. Oh my gosh. Okay, so thank you. And most of the women are agreeing in the comments because it's true. Like, this ain't my story. This is all their stories. This is every story I hear. My man did me wrong. He cheated. He betrayed me. He stole my money. He bought some other girl something. I put a payment on his car, a down payment on his car, and he left. I'm like, well, I don't. That's a lot of sacrifice. You didn't get nothing. What do you have? Nothing. Okay, we'll fix that. So, and a lot of these women, shoot, they not just satisfied with you leaving them. They come, they want you to suffer. Okay? And it also gives them relief when they can watch you suffer. So be careful. When you make a woman mad, your luck's gonna change too. Don't let them. Don't make one so mad that your luck changes for the worse. Okay? Because they are out there and they will get revenge on you one way or another. Because it makes them feel better, And I can't blame them, shoot. I don't invest emotionally that much into a man. I'm not going to have revenge on him. But some do. I'm like, it's easy these days. I just, I'm trying to. Do I need to turn off that lamp? Yeah. And it's okay, some women are not there yet. Because I get a lot of women who are still trying to make stuff work with the men they're struggling with. And I say, look, stay with him until you're ready to leave. Because if you leave and keep going back and forth, he's never going to take you seriously. Stay until you're ready to go for real. If he's not doing right by you, then stop expecting him to. And then that way you won't be disappointed when he does wrong. And until you're ready to leave, upgrade, move, level up, find someone better, then stop complaining. If you're one of those women who kick their man out every week and then beg for him to come back and don't change, and they don't change, because you keep trying to love them and they keep rejecting it, they don't love you like you love them. That's the whole point. And they will never love you like you love them until you get up and leave and go do better. Then they'll realize what they missed. And they'll be like, oh my God, she really loved me. She used to do all these things for me, and now she's gone with another man who's giving her everything, So remember that. Men don't realize what they have until somebody else got it. It's like a little kid. They won't play with a toy, and then as soon as another little kid gets a toy, the same toy, they want to play with it and take it from them. That's how men are. You're the toy. The man is not playing with you, but as soon as another man pick you up and starts playing with you, oh, now he wants the toy back. That's why I always tell women, if you want your man back, go get another one. As soon as they see you or know or find out that you got a new man, oh, they trying to get you back hard. Oh, they changing for the better. Oh, I'm getting a new job. Oh, I'm gonna go with you on picnics now, So they always learn when it's too late. So ladies, if you really want your man back, just go get another one. And then don't really take that one seriously. And be like, and before you take the old man back, the dude that you just left, make him do stuff. Like, look, if you gonna get back with me, I need you to do A, B, C, and D. And once you complete that, we'll get back together. And they'll go do it because they can't stand the fact that you're with another man and happier. They feel like they lost And then if that man is better than him, oh, he's gone. Now he has competition, you know. So you got to do that. You got to leave if you want him back. You got to leave and go get a better one, even if it's a fake, a pretend one. Look, I'm gonna pretend that we together so my man can come back to me. Okay, because you got a nice car. Get your coworker or somebody, fill him in on it, you know, like, look, you got a nice car, you dress good, you got a nice house. Okay, you got to pretend you my man so my other man, the one I really want, can start acting right, you know, and he know what he's losing. And let me play along. He'll be like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Okay, sure, we'll play along. Can you take pictures with me on Facebook? Sure. I know that's what I'd be doing because, you know, it works. When I was first dating my husband, one time he stood me up. I made sure his friends see me leave with some guy in a Range Rover. And as soon as he heard about that, he ain't never ever was late again, never stood me up again. Oh, you gotta teach them how to treat you. So, all right, y'all, I'm getting ready to go, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Bye.